customer bought a 69 Charger in, and he initially wanted to do an engine swap in it, put a late model engine in it. So we did that. He wanted the rear tubbed, so we did that as well. And then he got the idea that, no, I want to go full on. So he went and bought this car here that had actually been wrecked. It had been stolen first, and then it had been wrecked, and then they'd started to strip it. We're taking the complete interior out of this car and put it in the 69 Charger. Seats are different, the dash is different, everything is different. It would have been easier to go the other way and just make all the running gear and put your sensors and stuff in there. But that's what he wants, so that's what we've got to do.
Two wrecked cars walk into a garage, and Shaun Ruddy says, "Hold my welding torch." He's about to stitch together two disasters into one beautiful, roaring monster. Some would call it a Frankenstein. Nah, this is full-blown Ruddy-style resurrection and hopefully an Atomic Motors masterpiece.
And the other issue we have is this is a 4-door, that's a 2-door. You know, it's not like we're taking a 2-door to a 2-door, so, you know, it is just full on. I sort of initially suggested to the customer that we keep the original interior in it, like you use the old interior, put all this cool running gear underneath it, but he wants to go with the new interior. You know, we are going to have problems with, you know, seat heights and things like that, because when you look at the other car, it's way different to this. Yeah, we just haven't done one before. We just got to make it work. You know, that's what's fun about it, I guess.
Welcome to the wonderful world of Atomic Motors.
They call him Dr. Atomic because, like Walt Disney had Disneyland, Bill and his wife Kat have Atomic Motors, the ultimate playground for car lovers. If you're lucky, the doctor will give you the tour. Just don't expect it to be short. The man's got stories for every car.
My name is Bill, and I'm the president and inventor of Atomic Motors.
What do you do here at Atomic Motors?
I oversee, and I hope that all the people that work here, if they need help, will get the help that they want and make the job much easier. That's why there are 36 people here that hopefully it's seamless from the beginning to end. It's looking good, men. As you know, one of the coolest cats ever, Clark Gable, down at the Peterson Museum, they have his 1941 custom Cadillac Coupe. Well, this isn't Clark Gable's car, but it sure is going to be sweet when it's done. As most people do not realize, cars that are 80 years old, the bottoms aren't pretty, but we make them nice. So these men will remove every bit of paint from the entire bottom of this car, front to back, and once it's down to bare metal, if there's any issues, they're resolved and then painted. The next place that'll go after they paint this is it's going to go to upholstery. You'll enjoy that. It's going to take 15 hides of leather. It's a beautiful, just a little bit lighter shade of green than this, and they'll do the entire interior in all leather. The problem with broadcloth is it's hard to get in and out, to scoot your butt over. You know, when you get in, you get stuck, you know, right? So you don't want that. So what you want to do is slide on in, especially if you got a honey. You can put your arm out there and she slides right in on a hard right turn, right? Slide right in a pocket. So if you see this car, you'll see this rust right here. See this rust? The minute the metal fab shop will cut this little spot out and all the way down. All this will be brand new, and you can get that on film and see how they do that after the rest of this car is completely taken to metal. Then they'll come back, they'll etch it, and then they'll prime it, and they'll sand it again, and then paint it. It'll be beautiful.
I'm sure that the customer has done some research himself on what's involved in this before he sort of even come up with this idea. He wants to go with full red leather wrapped interior, and you know, you're looking at probably $50,000–$60,000 there. You know, paint. You know, the body that this is all going into, it's by no means a perfect car. So, you know, you're probably looking at another $50,000 just in paint and body work. So, you know, we're at $100,000 just that, without any labour, without any other parts that we've got to buy. We need to then get somebody to come in and program all the ECMs so that it's not throwing codes all the time. You don't want to be driving around your car and your check engine light's on because it's sensing that there's no airbag, or it thinks that the airbag's been deployed. And these cars have sensors all over them, so you've got to be careful with your angles. If you put a sensor that's in the wrong angle, you know, it'll throw a code, or it may stop something from functioning. You know, you've got front and rear sensors, you've got there's sensors on the suspension. All of that stuff is an unknown, you know, because we haven't done it before. And I bet you if we take this car into the Dodge dealership and show it to them, they'll be like, well, you know, what the fuck he has done, basically, you know. I'm sure once we start to get this cut and start to put it in there, it's going to go tenfold to what we even think, you know. I don't think the customer knows what's involved in it. I don't know what's involved in it. I've just got to make it work. And one step at a time, that's all it is. You just got to take one step at a time.
Shaun and his crew are measuring and designing how the interior from the 2021 Charger is going to fit into the 1969 Charger.
So let's go here to that outer edge.
We'll get it close enough.
Yeah.
What do you got there? 57.
Now this is definitely going to be interesting.
Yep.
So yeah, what exactly is the plan here?
So the custom.
What is the customer expecting here?
The customer wants that, basically all the drivetrain and interior off of that car to go into this car.
Okay.
So we've got to fit it in.
All right.
So we'll get these measurements and then we'll work out
What's the best
what's
route?
the best way to do it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's the best way for sure.
Because we have done some rough measurements on it. We know that there's quite a bit of difference between the two cars.
Yeah. Right about there.
Yeah, we're 103. What was the other?
93. 10 inches.
So we're going to get 10 inches out of the interior.
Shrink it. Yeah, 10 inches. Whoop. Oh, better get out your magical wand and cut it down.
Yeah. If we cut this all out, and that way then we come back to here at least,
Yeah.
we'll get these whole mounts here, and then we'll just cut.
Yeah,
the board out of
utilize the bottom of this car.
it. Yeah.
This section of the bottom of this car in that car.
Yeah.
In the back at least, like back half it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you guys just back half that car.
Yeah. We just put mini tubbed it. And
Oh, so the
put
customer's
trunk
changed
floor.
his mind.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what. Okay, now I remember watching you guys do that.
Yeah, 'cause
Excellent.
it was just going to be a change of engine and transmission on it.
Oh, okay.
That's all it was going to be, and now it's turned into a 4,200 hour fabrication job. Did you see that other one that somebody's done?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
4,200
Yeah,
hours.
that's crazy.
Bad.
So that gives us what we should be able to do it. What 200?
There's actually been one done to this similar, and by the sounds of it, they actually had 3 bodies. I don't know what the reason was. Maybe we'll find out why, because we might have to do the same thing. Their fabrication time in it, just fabrication, was 4,200 hours. And at $175 an hour, that's $735,000. It's absolutely insane, but you know, they're allowing us to do it, so we're going to do it. We're just going to have to keep cutting and sharpening until we make it work. It's got to work. That's what the customer wants, and that's what we want to do. So if somebody else has done something similar, we want to make it better. That's a good thing about being here at Atomic. You just never know what you're going to get. You know, we've got a 2021 Charger here, we've got a 69 Charger here that's got to go into it, and then building this car and building another bike, and you know, it's just every day is different.
I was building a chain of motorcycle dealerships. We ended up being the #1 sales place for Indian motorcycles, American Iron Horse, Big Dog, and 17 other brands of bikes. We had Aprilia, we had all that stuff. Then it was bought out, and I was instantly retired. I was too young to stay at home, right? And I was interested to see if people still liked old cars. You know, I mean, really liked them for fun. But you know something, on the weekends, like on every Saturday, they come and park out here, and they get a hot dog and a donut, and they shoot the breeze, and people I've never met. And I smile at them and wave, and as far as they know, I'm the truck driver. I called my ever-loving bride, and I said, hey, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna get a little bitty place, little bitty tiny place. It was about 1,500 square feet. And we're gonna have a little hobby shop. Sell a car or two here and there, no big deal. That was 7 years ago. In this complex alone, which covers 5 acres and over 300 classic cars now and motorcycles, and soon to be 500, obviously. We're always on the grow. For 7 years, we've never once had a day we weren't under construction. We've been under construction for 7 years straight, every single 5 days a week, sometimes more. So it's an interesting thing, you know, to see it grow and change. We had a methadone clinic here. We had an electrical shop here. We had a plumbing company here. We had other car people here. And we're down to 2 tenants left, right? And so by the end of the year, it'll just be us. Then we can wall it off and the people can come during the day and enjoy the cars and bikes and the art and the trains and the airplanes. There's over 400 model airplanes here. You remember the magazines you get? They didn't have so much internet stuff. You remember you get a magazine and go, oh, I want that airplane, right? Oh, who doesn't want that car, right? Or wow, an electric train set, wouldn't that be great? I never had an electric train set. I don't know about you, but that wasn't gonna happen to my family. See, I got my first shotgun when I was 10. So now the kids and adults who are still kids, you're an adult and you're a kid, can come here and they can see choo-choos running around the ceiling, they can see full-size airplanes, they can see cars, and if you're an art lover, this room has 1,113 oil paintings in it, right? So it's fun, right? And as I continue to build, right, it's all air conditioned, it's under roof, it's fun to visit, and eventually we'll have a nice big restaurant here within the 7 years. That'll be kind of nice, and it'll grow. It's alive, right? Right, and it's just fun to visit, and you get a free something cold to drink when you show up, and life's good, right?
Every month, Bill and Kat celebrate the employees' birthdays with a chicken party.